right, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. It's crazy that here we are in September. It's just like this year is flying by. My name is Wandishin, and I am here to talk to you tonight about these awesome body balancing drops that I started using in May of 2024. When I was introduced to the drops, I had I flipped the screen already. I had every single one of these symptoms. With the exception of acne. I've had that before as an adult. It's not fun. I had it after I stopped nursing one of my kids. But I had every one of these symptoms. And I'm 54. I just didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know that there were options out there like the drops. And so I was doing everything that I could with my doctor. I was eating clean. I was exercising. I was drinking my water. I was getting my sleep. I was doing bioidentical hormones. I mean, I was doing everything. And I just could not move the needle. I couldn't move the needle. And so what happened is I saw a post. You may have seen a post, maybe your friends, you saw your friend's post and you were like, huh, that's interesting. I wonder what that's about. Well, the person whose post I saw, I knew she was someone that cared about ingredients. I knew she was particular about that. I knew she was particular about what she put in her body. And so I knew she did her due diligence, and then I did mine. And in the United States. We're going to talk about the U.S. version. We actually have we're in over 50 countries around the world, but the US version is a homeopathic version, and the rest of the world it's a herbal blend. And and what happened is that I also was pre-diabetic. Um, and within 3 months, I was no longer pre-diabetic. The only thing I changed because I had already been eating really healthy was taking these drops. And so my doctor was like, I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, it works. And so so then I decided, well, you know what? Maybe I should take a look at like selling these because I know that there are other people who are looking for solutions that are holistic, just like I am. And the drops have helped me so much with my energy, focus, better sleep, better mood. I mean, just so many of these symptoms went away and and I'm down 20 pounds. Like that's like the side benefit is that if you have weight to lose, you will release weight. Now everyone's journey is different. For mine, it's taken some time because I also was diagnosed with Hashimoto's about 16 years ago. So everyone's journey is really different. But we're really passionate with our company, Partner Co. Like I said, we're in over 50 countries. We're a debt-free company. Our owners are incredible. I mean, I'm so excited to go to our event this week. It's going to be amazing. And we're really passionate about helping people get healthier and then also helping them create an additional income stream. So we're going to talk about those things tonight. So when you look at this screen right here, I mean, honestly, when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I need all of this. And the great thing about Partner Co is we have a lot of products. The drops are just kind of like kind of a way to like kind of take a peek in the door with Partner Co. But we have so many of all the things that are listed here, whether it's the balancing the hormones, increasing your energy, reducing inflammation, getting better nutrition, stress support, clean energy, collagen, gut health, all of each one of these categories is a multi-billion dollar category on its own. And so that is really amazing. That's phenomenal to have an opportunity in over 50 countries around the world where we can share the product, the drops, or maybe you'd be passionate about our product that stimulates the HGH to start producing again in the body. I love that product, or some of our superfood drinks. I mean, we have so many great products. And what happens is that people they start loving this because they see a difference. All of our products are, you know, backed by science, and we have so many doctors that are on our board and are part of our company. Our chief medical officer is Dr. Ray Strand. He is from South Dakota. That's where he lives, but he got his MD at the University of Colorado. He is absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to see him this week because he's a great speaker. He turns 80 years old this year. I think his wife is going to come with him, but he has been really passionate about health and wellness for years. So he has been really passionate. If you look him up on Amazon, you can see all the books that he's written. Okay, so he's authored quite a few books, and if you see one of them right here that's on the screen, it says Death by Prescription. And he's not anti-medication, but he is really passionate about, you know, drinking your water, moving your body, eating from a whole foods list. And then should you need medication, then yes, right? Like the medications there for a purpose, but that we should really do as much as we can with supplementation, our food, water, moving our body, like how important all of those things are in order for us to be healthy. And I love that because it really is really in line with how I believe what a lot of people are desirous of right now in our world. And so the drops are that's part of what Dr. Ray Strand is all about. Is he is really passionate about how these drops help you release. Like if you have weight to lose, you're going to lose it twice as fast than with diet alone. The drops are, he calls it our liquid discipline, and they are clinically proven, they're doctor recommended. It's a natural product. It's safe, effective, stimulant free, and hormone free. So, what do the drops do? They're going to help to balance your foundational hormones. So that's your thyroid and your insulin and your cortisol, your ghrelin, your leptin, and it's going to help balance those so then your body can get into that proper um like homeostasis, and you're able to thrive. You have energy, you can focus, you can sleep better. You're not going to have these crazy cravings because you're actually going to be getting balanced and make better choices. So for me, I was able to make better choices with the drop. So I felt better. So guess what? Then I had the energy to go out and do more exercise, and have a better mood and a better energy. And so then I'm able to make the better choices with food. And that's a big piece of all of these things, right? So what the drops have done for me is they've helped with balancing those foundational hormones, helping with curbing the appetite, increasing energy, um, boosting my mood, like helping support my thyroid along with it. So many, and obviously I already talked about, like, again, we don't make any medical claims here, but like I can share with you about my A1C coming down, which I think is fantastic. So what do we recommend? We recommend, should you have, especially if you have weight to release, or maybe you're just not feeling fantastic. I would recommend to use the drops for at least 90 to 120 days, because it's not they're not magic, okay? But what they do it, so it can take, everyone's body is different. For me, it took more time to start getting balanced, and I've been able to continually release weight. But it's taken time. So you take the liquid discipline before your three biggest meals, and then we're going to focus on eating vegetables and lean meats and healthy fats and fruits and nuts, and drinking your water and moving your body. That's what the focus is. And when you put the drops in, I mean, it's amazing, the difference. It's amazing. So what we're going to do next is I would love for to see if my friend Lisa Finn is available to share. Are you there, Lisa? I'd love for you to share your um
Yes, I'm here.
okay. Let me
Hi,
pull.
everyone. Thanks for having me on this call. Super excited to see this many people here. We are in massive momentum, and the reason why is these products are phenomenal. I was introduced to the drops by my friend Stacy. I met her for coffee before she went to move just an hour north or so of where we were living, and I had had a headache for a week straight. And I said to her, just tell me about the drops, Stacy. And she told me about them. And I thought, wow, I have absolutely nothing to lose by trying these drops and just everything to gain. So I was doing all the right things and feeling really frustrated because my body felt like it was working against me, right? So I was having increased headaches, total crash from 2 to 3 o'clock every single day, um, and just working out and eating right, but feeling like my body wasn't responding to that, having a really hard time recovering from my workouts, not feeling like I was making any progress. And I just kind of knew I wasn't optimal. And I guess like the main thing that I want you guys to hear me say today is we do not have to walk around feeling like blah just because we are getting to that age. Like if one more person tells me their doctor has told them that, ugh, it's like so aversive to me to hear people say that because we were created for greatness, you guys. Your body was created for greatness, and you are already great just because God made you that way. But I also think that is um there are things that we can do to help our body function optimally and really take good care of it. And these drops are helping people achieve that. And they've helped me achieve that. So, what you're seeing in this picture is a 90-day difference and guys, honestly, this isn't that many pounds, which is pretty crazy, but it was over 12 inches when it comes to measurements. So I want to encourage all of you, you know, take the measurements and take the pictures because you have no idea. I would have had no idea it was this big of a change. I feel so much different on the inside. I know my clothes are fitting better. I know my body has recomped, but seeing this change, and it doesn't have to be for you to share on social media. It can just be for you, but we need to be measuring um, scale victories and most importantly, non-scale victories. So here's what happened for me. Within 2 weeks, I did not have a headache anymore. Do you guys, that if you have headaches, the freedom that you experience when you do not have headaches anymore is absolutely incredible and worth every single penny and everything that you could ever do with these drops. Okay. Um, the energy difference between, from that 2 or 3 o'clock on where I was starting to like crave caffeine and be looking at my watch like, is it 2 yet? Can I have my afternoon caffeine yet? I don't have that anymore. So I have this sustained energy all day long and I'm sleeping better. I feel better. I look better. I have more confidence. There's just so many things that come with this and so many non-scale victories. And so I just want to encourage you guys, if you're feeling in that frustrated and stuck place, to try the drops. And if you are using the drops and you love them, share the drops with people because everyone is looking for this. Almost every single conversation that we have these days, this conversation will come up. And it's just amazing to me how many people are out there looking for this, and we have something that can help them.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I am. And so, I mean, I'm just blown away, Lisa, by your before and afters. But,
Yeah.
from the first time I heard you share your story about your headaches,
Hmm.
because I don't get them very often. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, the fact that you had that chronic situation going on and that
Yeah.
it was gone is incredible. Again, we're not going to make any
Yeah.
claims, but what I will say is that, I mean, this is how I looked at it. Like, what did I have to lose? I mean, I
A-
literally didn't
Absolutely.
have anything to lose. I had so many of those symptoms. Like, I'm menopausal. Again, I've had all these health challenges for so many years. It was like, what do I have to lose? And so I'm just so proud of you because I know that you're thriving with the drops, you're thriving with this business, but you're also thrive like you're I know you've posted so much this summer about just how
Yeah.
great you feel, how fantastic you feel with your kids and
Yeah.
able to participate and really be in it with them, like in their lives. And that's what
Yeah.
life is for living.
For sure. We have to be able to prioritize ourselves sometimes, and that's hard to do as women and as moms. For sure. We're always like the last ones to get our plate, the last ones to, take a Tylenol if we need it or whatever. But like prioritizing yourself allows you to be able to pour into others and serve others in the best way possible. And one thing I like to share with people that is happening with our bodies really with the drops is we are helping our bodies get to a state of calm where it can thrive. When you're out of whack, your body's constantly in fight or flight mode. And when that happens, it's like fight or flight mode means that you're in survival, right? So your body's constantly trying to do all these different things to adjust so that it can be in a point of stability again. And we have all of those symptoms as a result, right? Weight gain because our cortisol is out of whack. We have cravings because our blood sugar is out of whack because your body's just trying to seek that level of homeostasis where it can thrive. What the drops are doing is it's helping our body get to that state and stay in that state, and that's why our bodies are thriving as a result.
Yeah, it's awesome. Oh my gosh. You're so fantastic. Thank you for sharing. Okay,
Sure,
I'm gonna
anytime.
keep going with our testimonials here. Um if I can find them. I'm like, where did they go? I had them. I don't know what happens here. Sometimes things change. I'm like, okay, the screen changed because I quit sharing. So just give me a second.
Hey, Anne, this is Laura,
Oh,
Dr.
yes.
Laura.
Hey,
Uh,
Laura, are you able to share
yeah,
tonight?
yeah, I was going to share. Yeah, so sorry, I'm driving, so I don't want to turn on my screen
Yes.
and
Yes.
try to do this at the same time. But I just wanted to tell everybody on tonight, like the power of health that we have and the power of being able to really make a massive difference, whether it's man, woman, anyone, really over 100 pounds suffering. And because the body balancing drops, these drops are really incredible when you know supplements and you know health. I'm an OBGYN and a functional med DNA genomics doc. And I had been looking for something that was 100% bioavailable for my patients. I had been writing about 5 to 8 supplements individually for people. And when I found the drops, they had about 6 of the supplements I had been writing for, all in one. And what I love about these drops is it targets biologically to, like Lisa said, put your body back to homeostasis to where it's supposed to be. And with the American lifestyle and all the things that we do now with food and stress and running around and working and doing all these things, we totally get out of balance. And these put you back into balance in many ways, not just one way. They work in multiple different ways. And so I love that you don't even need to know science, guys. You don't even need to know like all the stuff that I know to be able to do this. But know that they work.
Mhm.
No matter who you're speaking to, it will work. And some people just take more time than others, but they're quite remarkable when you know the science behind them. And for me, my own testimony, now I had taken the drops initially and lost 5 pounds, and I really didn't need to lose a ton of weight. I had been doing a lot of my supplement work for a couple years prior, so I really didn't have a ton of weight. But what I still had that was hugely problematic for me as a woman in menopause, I had started on bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, but it wasn't enough. I still couldn't sleep at night. I still was waking up. I still didn't, wasn't well rested. I still didn't quite feel like myself prior to menopause. Like I wanted that whole energy back and no brain fog. I had quite a bit of brain fog and was really worried about that. Um, and these drops totally transformed those for me. So these were non-scale victories, but they were massively important for me and my health and for other people as well. I can tell you, I went back on the drops consistently, even though I probably really, it's great if I lose a couple more pounds, but it's not like necessary. But the biggest impact it has right now is sleeping for me. Like I sleep so sound. I haven't slept this deep in years. It's crazy how they work. Um, that and my energy along with the clarity and really sort of I feel like my brain came back, if that makes any sense to anybody on this call. But so they're powerful. And I think, looking at non-scale victories, we always want to look at that too. It's not just the scale. And I love what Lisa said about you also need to measure, because it changes your body contour. Like what it did for me is my waist got smaller and my back fat got kind of gone, but then, I really didn't lose that much. So it just got redistributed in a better way. So yeah, that's it.
I love that, Laura. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm so glad you were available tonight. You guys, I'm gonna go through a few more testimonials. I'd love for you to see in the chat how Sojo shared that her husband her husband is down like 20 pounds in 3 months. So check out the chat. My husband, I'll share his picture in a little bit. He is down 15 pounds, but this is Kristen White. This is her on the left after she had her child, and she has exercised always her whole life. She owns a CrossFit gym, and she is actually in much better shape now after using the drops than she ever was before. She also she actually earns a better income from the drops than she does from her very successful CrossFit gym. She's one of the top CrossFit people in the state of Tennessee. So I love that about how the drops really are, and she keeps taking them because of the non-skill victories that like Laura was talking about and Lisa was talking about. She doesn't need to release any more weight, but she's continuing with the drops because it really helps with her mood and her focus. This is Ursula, busy mom of 6. She started on the drops to deal with her belly fat, and also started selling the drops so she could be helping people while she was on the ball fields and earning money to pay for all the things for her kids. This is Alan. I love how the drops are for men and women, and they're all like, because they're no hormones, they're hormone free. So that's really important when you're understanding it. They're hormone free. So what they do is they're going to target what everyone's body is different. They're going to target the different things in different people's bodies that they need support with. I love this before and after. I mean, look at how that belly fat is gone. But I also want you to look at her skin in both the pictures, the one on the right and the left, and just how much like her bags are gone under her eyes and her skin is just glowing. And this is a perfect example. The drops this is someone who she didn't need to lose weight, but she wanted to do a fitness competition. And if you're familiar with that at all, like a lot of times people get to the goal weight, or the goal figure, like on the right, in an unhealthy way. And so when you use the drops to do that, that's what she did. And I love that because achieving that goal with the drops in a healthy manner, oh my gosh, I think that's just fantastic. This is one of my favorite testimonials, Dr. Crystal Vance. She has released over 160 pounds. She also takes a product called Vinali. I love that product. I take it for multiple reasons. But one of the reasons is that it helps to tighten up the skin. So she has released over 160 pounds, and you guys, she has not had a skin surgery. She actually looks even healthier and more fit today than she does in the picture on the right. So she released 160 pounds. She weighs about 130, and I don't know. I just think that's fantastic. I love how these drops help people win and get healthier. So you can see the drops are for all ages. My friend Ashley on the right, I met her in Ohio a couple of months ago. She actually helped develop, if you've seen any of the posts, she's one of the people that helped develop that whole protocol. So we have some options here. So if you haven't got started on the drops yet, I want to encourage you to get started. You can purchase them from your brand partner who invited you on for $167. That's one option. The other option is you can become a preferred customer, and it's basically getting a subscription directly from the company, and you save 15%. The retail amount on the website is 176. So when you purchase, so you're going to save 15% plus tax and shipping. So that's another option. But my favorite option is what I chose to do last summer, and that was as I became a brand partner. It's $29.95. It's a one-time fee. There's no renewal, and you're going to get, replicated site, back office, great back office tools, award-winning marketing tools, incredible training, and you're going to save 30% on your product. Now, if you are just looking to get your product at the same price discount that I do and that Laura does and Lisa does, then it's going to be, this is the package I recommend for people to get started with. It's $371. It's 4 boxes of drops. Okay. So it's a 4-month supply, or you can if you, let's say you've sold all 4 boxes, you're going to sell all 4 boxes. Sorry, I'm tongue tied. And collect $668. You're going to pay your investment of $371 back and profit $297. You also could, you can also sell 3 of them and essentially get yours for free. Okay. Or you can have a 4-month supply. What a lot of us have done is we have chosen to turn our social media into creating a profit, turning our social media into sharing some of the things that Dr. Laura shared, that Lisa shared, some of the things that probably your friend has shared, and that's why you're on here tonight, about like just how to get healthier holistically. And that's what we're doing here, is we are helping spread the message of how these drops can help people get healthier naturally. So how do we do that? We use a system. My friend Ashley that I mentioned earlier that was in the black bikini, she helped develop this system that we use, and it's in an app called Boards that you can have on your phone. You can also have it on your computer, and it is like a filing cabinet on your phone. It is a plug and play system. So you don't have to be a digital creator. Literally everything is there at your fingertips. We train you on how to do this so that you can do it alongside your life. So should you decide to do this and create an additional income stream like I'm doing and Lisa's doing and Laura's doing, one of the packages that I would recommend is, this is what I got started with, okay, last year, and it was a 10-pack. I bought a few of them actually, but I got a 10-pack, and it was $880. And so when you collect 10 boxes, you're going to collect $667. Pay back that investment of $880, and your profit's going to be $790. Now, we do have another option, and we did not have this when I got started, and it is a great option. And the reason why is that, if you're a numbers person, you're going to look at the numbers here, and you're going to be like, oh, yeah, the return on investment is significant here. So it's $24.99. And what it is we get 1,500 points when we place this purchase. So when we get started with this company, we have about 4 weeks to get to something called top pay. Now, once we hit top pay, we never have to get there again. It's literally like locked in the back office for us for life. Okay. And when we buy a 30 pack, it locks us in at top pay, which is 30% upfront income for life. We sell the boxes for $167 per box. We're going to collect $5,010. You pay back that investment of $2,499, and your profit is going to be $2,500. That's incredible. Okay. That's a really incredible return on investment. So, but we're really passionate here about helping people get in where we fit in. Okay. So, some people like they're going to fit in with the 4 pack. Some people are going to fit in with the 10 pack. Some people are going to fit in with the 30 pack. What I want you to know is, regardless of where you get started, we want to teach you how to create an additional income stream here. And we've actually been doing that really well with our company and with our team. And it is duplicating, and people are thriving here. People are getting healthier, and people are creating an additional income stream. And so we're having a lot of fun. We're helping people. And those are the things I'm super passionate about. I've been in this industry for over 20 years, and I actually have never I've never seen an opportunity like this where I really can help people get healthier and create that additional income stream like we can here. And people can do it alongside the rest of the things that they're doing in their life. So I'm super excited that you came on and that you're watching this with us. Please get with the person who invited you on, and let them know where you fit in, because we're going to support you with regardless where that is. And then the other thing that's exciting is that stay tuned. We have 2 new products coming out this week, and that's going to be really fun. And I can't wait for us to all learn more about those. So thanks for calling in tonight, you guys. And I'm going to stop the share and stop the recording. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. So let me stop the recording.